Welcome back to the Seaboard Central, everyone, in the July 2024 layout update. And there's a lot that's been going on this past month. We're going to get started here, catching the NSA 54 transfer job, bringing in some brand new weathered cars. And there's a lot of them, so I'll just let it do a roll by. Some of these cars I tweaked up myself, like these 3 SC box cars. And some were done by others. Very cool stuff. As we catch these cars shoving into track number 3, I'll talk about them. The first one is the Atlas PD covered hopper I weathered. And then of course this Southern Gons one I did a while back, and it wasn't too long ago that I touched up the weathering and re-stenciled that GBFX tank car. The next 2 box cars were done by K-Rail, which Washington Northern, and that old Allegheny Midland car, which is now an SC box car. The next 2 are SC box cars that were former Savannah State Docks car, and there's a freshly repainted Seaboard Central car. The next covered hopper is one I did, and the one right behind the engines is one that SC Prototypes did. Here's a better close-up look at the car. They did a really good job on this car. It's excellent work on weathering this covered hopper. It represents an older car that's been acquired by the Seaboard Central, a former Burlington Northern car, now in the Seaboard Central pool. This is one he did, and then I did one to go along with it. We'll check it out. So here's the one I did. It's kind of similar, but a little different. We don't want them all to be the same. But it's definitely showing some fading and some rust effects that was achieved with artist oils. Here's the other side of the 2 SC box cars I did. Graffiti on this side shows my 2 grandsons. One for Tel, who lives in Brazil, and RJT is my grandson that lives here, United States. And then here's the other car I did. And like I said, these are old Georgia Port Authority cars, and you can kind of see it fading through there. And here's a close-up shot of the 2 box cars that K-Rails did. Now this one, this Appalachian Midland lines, for those of you that's been in the model railroad industry for a while like myself, this is Tony Custer's freelance railroad from back in the day that Home Shops did. And I got Cody with K-Rail Models to weather this one up. He did an excellent job. Excellent work on it. And it's been patched for the Seaboard Central, so this car's seen another life. And then this is Kevin Cleet's Washington Northern. It's got a cool Ichabod tag on the side of it. And here's the other side of the car. As you can see, this one's got a replacement door, which is a cool effect. Door's been replaced. You can also look at the roof. There's white marks on top of the roof of where they've been patched. They put a sealant on the roof to keep the roofs from leaking. You can see the other side of this one. Look at that rust effect. Excellent work. And the transfer job is going to reach over and grab the 2 guns, and they'll head back home. We'll watch them leave and we'll check out what's next. So the big thing for this layout update is what's coming out of the shops. 2 more units. We'll see SC286 SD39R. And another SD38 number 281. Both these units were painted and weathered by SC Prototypes, and the DCC work was done by Georgia Bigfoot Trains. And they sound great. What do you say we test these 2 out and see what they can handle? What we'll do is we'll double up some tracks so we can pull these cars up the helix. We'll couple up to these box cars, and this will give us a total of 24 cars. That ought to be a good challenge for these engines. All right, we're on the inside of the helix. We're on the inner loop of the helix. We're going to try to do this without putting anything on the ground. By that I mean derailing any cars. So we're going to see what these engines are made of. Here's notch number 1. I'm going to engage drive hold and throttle it up. I'll release the drive hold for just a second and re-engaging it, I can slowly creep that speed up. So far, so good. This is a 1.8% grade. Oh, they're struggling now. They're starting to slip. You can see it. Here we go. Stalling out. Put some sand down. Nope. You got it? Keep on pulling. You can see we're going over the top of our train. I do believe they have them. Bear in mind, a lot of those box cars are actually weighted down, have some extra weight. These are Athearn ready to run engines, and this is about as much as they can do. That is a lot of weight. Will they make it to the top? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, they made it. It was a success, but that is definitely the maximum tonnage for 2 units to go up this helix. Now we're going to back down it. To put it in dynamic brake. Hope you've enjoyed this video on the Seaboard Central. Speaking of dynamic brakes, next week's video is going to be all about dynamic brakes, so be sure to tune in for that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment, share it. So until next time, I'm Tim Garland. Thanks for watching the Seaboard Central, and happy model railroading, everyone.